Hey everyone, happy Monday. Jeep's here.
And crazy.
And Daphne Love in the house. How's everybody doing?
We're good. How are
Good,
you?
good. How about you?
Good. I'm gonna go ahead and let Jeeps and Elaine kind of take the show. I'm gonna be up in the background here, so I'll let you two start off.
Alrighty, well, tonight we're going to be talking about stalkers in
Ooh.
Albuquerque.
What did you do the last couple of weeks? We haven't been on for a few weeks. What have you been up to? Jeeps?
Me? Nothing. Chilling.
Nothing.
Chilling.
Working.
I had a
chilling.
birthday on the 15th.
Oh,
so
happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Jeep.
Thank you.
Should we sing happy birthday?
I
Real
think
quick?
we should.
All right, let's do
One,
it.
2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeeps. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks, everybody. I'm
And
21 years
many
old.
more.
21.
Just kidding.
I finally get to go to the bars. No, just kidding.
Finally.
Well, tell us what you did for your birthday.
So on my birthday, I went to see Freaky Friday with my son.
How was that?
It was good. I liked it. Jamie
Was
Lee
it funny?
Curtis is funny. Yes, it was very funny. I liked it. And then Sunday, my sons took me to eat at Pelicans.
You know, I've never
Mm.
eaten there. Is it good?
I've ate there
it's
once.
Good.
Never
That's
ever have
good.
I eaten there.
It's good because it's like seafood, and steak and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And the seafood is really fresh.
Don't they have a really good salad bar there too?
Oh, it's not a salad bar. They take you like a salad to your
Oh,
table.
no, then
and
I've never been there.
Oh, it's good. Their
I'm gonna have to
carrots are
try
like
it.
all fancy sliced in there, and it's good.
Everything's all good and stuff.
Mhm.
What about you, Daphne Love? What have you been doing?
Did you forget my name already or what?
I did.
Has it been that long?
I was like, am I calling her Daphne or is it Love?
Wow. We took a trip to California, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not on video with you guys, is because we got very sunburned like
She's
lobsters.
lobster.
And I have some, excuse me, I have some major blisters on my lips. So I didn't want to be seen.
Don't even look bad.
So I'm hiding. They're
That's
healing.
okay. That's okay.
They're healing, but hey, it was all worth it. So
Yeah.
I'm good.
So what you do in California?
We went to Disneyland on Friday. Well, we left Thursday, and then we got there Thursday, and we kind of walked around and, just kind of got settled. And then Friday was Disneyland day.
Hey,
and
how was
then
that with no
it was
kids?
so fun.
I
I
bet.
felt like a kid again.
With no kids, it'd be so
Yeah,
fun.
I felt like a kid.
Did you get to meet Mickey Mouse?
Unfortunately, no, I didn't get to,
Okay.
but
She was supposed to take a picture of Tigger for me, but she didn't.
I know, I'm sorry. Spence Aze.
I was all hurt.
And then we went and watched a movie. What was it called, babe?
Witchboard.
Yeah, Witchboard. That was
Mm.
pretty scary, but we like the horror stuff.
How are their
so-
movie theaters there? Are
The
they
same,
different or are
the
they
same as ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same as ours. And then Saturday we floated.
You floated?
We floated to Catalina Island.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
didn't you go like on a scary ship? How was that?
Well,
Or
I'll get
boat?
there. Yeah. So we went, and I'm just kidding. I was just trying to be funny. We floated.
They floated with the whales
No.
to Catalina Island.
We went to
Floated.
Catalina. Yeah, like we were on the boat. But I was just trying to be funny, you guys. But no, we went there and we stayed there till about 4-ish. And then we got back into Long Beach. And then we did the Queen Mary paranormal tour. It was really cool. It wasn't even scary, dude. It was
Yeah,
like
right.
at all. Very interesting. Lots of information and stuff. The boat is huge, right, McBabe?
Oh, it's gigantic.
Yeah. And then Sunday, and then we went to dinner, and then Sunday,
Ooh.
what are you dropping over there, yo?
Epic fail. He always looks at
Epic
us. Let's give him a
fail.
look.
Dun,
Give him
dun,
the
dun.
finger.
Yeah,
give
give
him a
him the
look.
finger.
Give him a
Give
look.
him the finger. Do you want me to? I'll at least show my finger. Just kidding.
Though the Queen Mary, the way you
Mm-hmm.
described it, kind of reminds me of that movie Ghost Ship.
It
That's what I was thinking about.
reminded me of Ghost Ship. I thought the same thing. I
I've
forgot
never
to
seen
mention
that.
that to McBabe. And then, mind you, I'm walking on a messed up knee. I don't know what I did to my knee in
Oh my
Disneyland.
God.
So I was in like so much pain, but I survived. And it was like a 2-hour tour.
2-hour tour.
Man, you go over there, be prepared to be going up and down all kinds of stairs. Some places were creepy as hell, but we found out, which I didn't know, is they make a haunted house in there during
wow.
the Halloween season.
Oh,
Quote me if I'm wrong, McBabe, but isn't that what they said? Because they had like mannequins and stuff. I posted
Scary.
some.
Yeah, it's like a tour that they do,
Mhm.
and I guess it turns into like a haunted house.
And we
Haunted boat.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah, it's
that
pretty
makes
creepy,
sense.
you guys. It's pretty
Mm.
creepy, but I mean, I didn't feel like no bad energies or anything.
well, that's good because
Yeah.
usually you can feel stuff.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it
I
felt
felt the walk.
well. Yeah, we definitely.
I'm
felt
sure
that.
Daphne Love did too.
Oh,
Oh
did
yeah,
I?
5 million stairs.
Oh, Allah,
I had
that's
to. I had to tell everybody because there was like 30 of us. Maybe was it like about 30?
Yeah, it was about like 30. I think.
Maybe 20. I don't know. And whatchamacallit. So, I was telling all the people, I was all, go before me because I'll make you guys go behind, because I was kind of going slow because I was trying to not put like weight on my knee.
Mhm.
But no, it feels good now, and then
And everybody was nice. you know.
yeah, everybody was nice. And then Sunday we stayed at the beach all day, and that's why I look like a damn lobster.
And I
Mm.
told her, be sure you put on sunscreen.
And you
I
got to
know.
reapply it too.
I was like, I can't.
Well, we got there like when it was cloudy, so we didn't even think about it. And then when the sun came out, it was like nice and cool in the sun. It's not like how it is here, all hot and dry. But out there, you could sit in the sun, stay cool, and then before you know it, you're burnt.
It was
Mhm.
awful.
We forgot all about it. We brought
Yeah.
it, had it, forgot it.
Yeah, it sucked on that part. But on that note, we did have fun.
Well,
it was
that's
fun.
good. That's good.
It was fun. We enjoyed ourselves, and then we headed home on Monday.
Oh, nice. So it sounds like you had a nice little getaway.
We did.
Nice,
We did.
nice. What did you
I-
do crazy?
I also had a good getaway. I met up with some cousins. We went to Pecos. Beautiful there. The camping's a little weird because it's meant for tent camping,
Mm-hmm.
but we still fit the trailer in somewhere.
Yeah.
So we were kind of across from them, which is cool. They had it set up really nice with that lights outside, and we
Mhm.
did karaoke out there.
Oh, nice.
We had a blast. We're right by the water, and even where I was parked. Hey, Zena.
So did you just go to a part of the Pecos that's just for tents?
I guess
trailer?
I'm not real familiar with it,
Mhm.
but they had all their tents set up, and we're the only ones with the trailer there.
Yeah.
So we had it
Oh.
across
Oh,
the
so it was
street.
just you guys with the trailer.
Yeah, the rest are all
okay,
tent camping.
okay.
And so we were kind of across, but where we were camping, you could look out the kitchen window and you'd see the water going. It was nice, but I lost my voice. Believe that or not, I couldn't talk for like 2 days. It was weird.
Were you being a motor mouth?
No.
Were you crying? Were you screaming?
Probably because the music was so loud and we were laughing and talking.
That's
and
good though.
probably.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Did you fish? Did you guys fish?
we
in the
did,
stream?
and they
Got-
caught so many fish.
Did you eat them?
No, they still have them. I don't eat fish, but Eric wouldn't probably eat them either. But they still
Hi,
have them, I'm sure.
Zena.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's cool.
And then we
Neat.
went with the same cousins to Colorado this last weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
wow.
now you need to do a camping trip with us. Now
I
that you have your
know, I
trailer
know, it's
home.
here. I know. I'm
so
down.
now we need to plan a trip.
I'm down.
So be ready.
I was talking too much. Shut up, Zena.
¿Qué pasó? Oh, she was. Oh, yeah. See, that's what I said. I was all, were you talking too much?
No, when you're all with everybody and you're talking and you're laughing.
Don't lie. You're a
and-
motor mouth.
Oh, they called me that in school.
Did they really?
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Bia.
I want to say
Just
hi
kidding.
to Kathy, our cousin. Hi.
Hey, cousin.
How are
How are
you?
you?
Is she on?
Yes.
Hi, Kathy. I don't see you.
Yes.
behind.
So the picture you posted of your husband, he is so adorable roasting the chili. He's so cute.
saw that.
His face. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so
roasting
adorable.
chili.
I just
Yum.
wanted to give him a big old hug. He's so cute. So anyway, I guess we should get into our topics because man, has Albuquerque gotten horrific.
Before we
Mhm.
do that, we have two guests. We have Dad here with us.
Oh yes, yes.
Say hi to Dad.
There's
Hello.
Bob. We have a little piece of him here in the studio with
Bobby.
us.
And then in the background, we have Güero. Say hi, Güero.
Say hi, Güero. What's
Okay.
up?
Special
And you're
guest.
also welcome to join in the conversation.
Yeah.
You might need to raise your voice a
I
little
think
bit.
he's
but-
kind of loud. We'll hear him. Just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, me and him are over here all hurt.
Me too. My knee.
Yeah, girl, it's like crazy. Ouch! Sorry, I just flipped off my flip flops.
That's why I have my. That's why I have my Crocs in sport mode.
It's kind of nice to not really have makeup on and be ready. 'cause
Stop
I'm
the gun
hiding.
violence. Yes.
Yes,
Zena, you're
that's
right.
exactly what we're talking about.
People don't fight with
So-
their hands anymore.
So take it from here, Duff, back to your stalkers.
Okay, so this is going to be a very intense topic tonight, and it has to do with stalking. And there was an incident that happened, I believe it was about a week ago, maybe.
Week ago.
There was this one guy, which there's a lot of stalkers out there, but this one hit close to home because it was just a hard thing. But I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but I'm sure the people from Albuquerque know that this guy tried to unalive a girl and her daughter because she broke up with them. And he went and he was harassing her. You know, they were putting restraining orders on this guy, and nobody would help this poor girl, you know. And it got to the point where he got so obsessed with her that he wanted to unalive her, and he thought he did the deed, and she had to pretend that she was unalived because he probably would have kept on shooting at her, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
And he went and he unalived himself. And you know, it's a scary thing, and it's very important for me to bring this up because, you know, somebody very close in my family and my
Dear to
heart,
us.
very dear to us, dated this guy, and we went through the same situation that she went through. We did police reports. He busted out our car windows. He'd threaten us.
Where she
and-
worked, he busted out their windows.
Yeah, you know, he'd go to her job and, you know, all these threats. And, you know, like I said, we did restraining orders also. They could never find him or anything. So when we heard about this, and I didn't really hear about it until Crazy told me.
It was
And-
all late. I sent you. I was like, look.
And, you know, he was a very disturbed individual. And when I first met him, when he was dating
Somebody we know.
and I knew right then and there that he was not a good guy. You know, because I sense that stuff, right?
Mhm.
But you can't tell people anything because they're gonna do what they want. Okay.
Zena put a message.
Uh,
I seen that he took his own life. I knew the girl. OMG, it was
yes.
sad.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's how the system works. I remember
Yes.
I had to jump through hoops when my kid's dad was all crazy like that. Hey, Howie.
Yes, you know, and it's crazy, you know, and I don't know the girl, but I know somebody that knows the girl because
Mhm.
they're best friends. Their daughter is best friends with her. And I did, you know, tell her to let her know that, you know, you are definitely in our prayers.
Mhm.
And we're so sorry that you went through this because we know exactly
What you're going through.
what you're going through.
Well, not exactly, but thank God.
No,
not
yeah, but
exactly,
my family member, you know, has PTSD over this
Mhm.
guy. So
just seeing the picture set that person off.
yeah, you know, it's just a scary story, you guys. And you know, you just really got to be on the lookout on who you're dating and who you meet, because they can wine and dine you and, you know, make it seem like they're the greatest person out there, right? And then once they get a hold on you, that's it.
Not even who you date, who you're around. There's this guy that was from the military. His two, I don't know if they were stalking him, but these two guys
Mhm.
went and killed, unalived him and cut his body in pieces.
Yeah,
And
you
they
know?
found it.
So
like,
it's a scary thing. This world, you know, is getting worse. and
mental health
worse.
is a big issue. I always say
And
that.
Albuquerque is, and I'm not saying it's just Albuquerque, but I'm talking about Albuquerque because this is where we are from. And every freaking day, somebody's getting killed over stupid shit like their
Parking space.
parking space at the effing bar. You know, you can't even go out and enjoy yourself
Mm-mm.
without being like, oh my God, is there gonna be a shootout, or is
Mhm.
somebody gonna want to fight me, or,
Mhm.
you know, just because the way I look, or sha la 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 la, you know, you just never
Mhm.
know. And the gun violence here in Albuquerque, New Mexico is bad. And I'm not against guns. I own a gun.
Mhm.
You know, I have my conceal and carry. And the only reason is for mine and my family's safety, the people that I love, because you
Mhm.
just don't know who you're going to come across anymore, you know, and that's a scary thought,
Exactly.
It is.
you know. And, you know, these past, you know, podcast shows that we've been on, we've been talking about this, right? Is safety, watch your back, you know, have eyes behind your head, your whole freaking
Mhm.
body now, you know, it's because it's so scary out there, you know. And, I mean, how do you stop this? How do you stop the violence?
I don't know. Look at those 5 students that took guns to school
Oh,
all on the same day.
the first week of school. And they
Yes.
were young.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see how he was talking to the cops and the guy? Did you see how he
Yeah.
was talking to him? He was talking to him awful. How embarrassing as a parent to see your kid on TV talking like that. But there's some parents out there, not all, but there's some that condone that.
Exactly.
That are like, you know, that's the kind of life we grew up in. That's how we're going to be. And I'm not saying anything about any parents. I'm just saying if you don't want your kid in jail or, you know, unalive or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know, teach them some values, dude. Like you don't have to be doing all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
You want to fight with your hands. Even then, like us, we're grown. Like who wants to do that?
Facts. Exactly. Come on, you guys can do the show. I'm just trying to, I don't know if anybody can hear kids in the background.
Yvonne said last time, no.
No, okay. I just need to
Mm-mm.
double check because we
It's
can hear them
okay.
good, and I'm just kind of like, you know,
We live in a house.
We're like,
no.
Yeah. we're like, shh. So yeah, you know, what do you do to stop gun violence? You know, I see a lot of people get rid of what's his name,
Keller.
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 Yes.
You know,
Then he has an address yesterday or whenever,
Mhm.
Saturday, trying to think like he's the best mayor here, but it's election time.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't
Mhm.
done shit for Albuquerque.
Nothing.
Him or the
Exactly.
chief of
Nothing.
police. I
There ain't
mean,
nothing.
whatever
See,
happened to the chief of police for hitting
Ex-
that guy?
Nothing. He got away
Exactly.
with it.
I mean,
You
If it was one of
come on.
us, we wouldn't have got away with it.
Yeah.
you
He
know,
got away with it.
and we always told each other that we wouldn't like bring up politics or anything like
But
that,
we have
but we
to
have
sometimes.
to, you
Mhm.
know, because this world is just getting out of hand. Albuquerque's getting out of hand. I mean,
Honestly,
it's just crazy.
Dap, I think it's mental health. I
It
think we
is.
need more mental health out there. We need more places, more. Do we have, you know, people talk about the homeless people, but they're sick too. A lot of them are. They're sick and there's no one helping them. They want to just put them in one spot. That's not going to take care
They're
of
sick,
it.
they're addicts, and they don't
Mhm.
care. Look at this gateway center they have for
Yeah.
them. Okay, you have a gateway center,
Mhm.
but you only let 5 people in there at a time.
You know,
Mhm.
that's ridiculous.
If you're not there, first come, first serve. I mean, that's a bunch of
yeah,
bullshit.
it's ridiculous,
That's a
and
bunch of bullshit.
it needs to stop. And you know, it's like that's all you can ever talk about anymore is all the awful things that are happening in this world.
Mm,
And
so
then
scary.
there's those people, those kids in Taos that dismembered that body. I don't know if you brought that up already, Crazy or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they dismembered his body and
Mhm.
just put him in trash bags and
They were from
delivered them
another
wherever.
state, right?
Yeah, the
Well,
mom was. And she
the
came
mom was.
down and her younger daughter, they were like, we're not leaving until we find him. Well, they found him.
Did he
but
live here?
he was
was here.
from, but
He lived here.
Oh, okay.
yeah. But where did he
friends.
move from? Didn't he move from like West Virginia or something?
Somewhere like that.
Somewhere like that.
But he was with friends. That's why I say you got to watch out who you're with too, because there's a lot of jealous people
oh
out
my
there.
gosh, so many.
My
jealous
daughter always tells me,
people.
Mom, don't put stuff on social media. There's too many crazies and jealous people out there.
There really is.
Hi, Lady in Gold. It's
Hi,
nice to have you with us.
Gold. How are you? Glad you're tuning in with
We
us.
miss y'all.
And then, you know, I'm kind of just going through some stuff since I can.
I wonder why I can't see all the comments.
So back to the mayor. Like, who do you guys want to win for mayor?
Darren White.
I know there's a lot of people that are
Darren
coming
White
out,
for
you
sure.
know.
Hi, Elaine.
I'm not
Irene.
I'm not too sure, it's hard to say
I think thank
'Cause
you for the
people-
hearts and the
because I don't do
love.
politics. Do you know what I mean? But
But I know Darren White was good as a sheriff.
He was
I think I would
good.
I
Chief
think
of
I would
police,
vote for
too,
him.
He was
Yeah.
good.
He was what do they call the sheriffs? The head sheriff or something?
He was good.
Yeah.
And then, see, like the effing bar, that was 2 days ago. One shot dead over, like you said, a freaking parking. Like, come on. And then there's,
Well, that's not just it. I guess he was getting beat up by the guy. So he ran to his car to get the gun. The two girlfriends were fighting.
Mhm.
So he pistol whipped the girlfriend that was beating up his girlfriend and then shot the guy. The guy tried to get up and he shot him again to
Ex-
make sure.
And then, look at all the guns that were taken to the high schools.
That
How
is
many high
crazy.
schools was that? West Mesa,
I think it was 3
Del
different
Norte,
high schools, but 5
Albuquerque High
students.
or something. Like, what
Yeah.
in the heck is going on, you guys? Like,
How are these kids getting them? They're probably ghost guns.
I
They're
don't know.
probably-
I'm afraid for my grandbabies, I mean, they're in elementary school, but you don't even know if they're learning or, if they come across something of their parents and they take it thinking it's like a toy or what do you think?
No, they know
McVeigh?
it's not.
They know it's
toys.
not a toy and they
You
know what they're
know?
doing.
Mhm.
Yeah, they know what they're
But
doing.
look at Real Rancher High School now. They have like metal detectors. That's what they need here.
Well,
We need metal detectors
No,
for everything
seriously.
anymore.
my daughter works at Rio Rancho Public Schools, and there's only one way in and one way out. She has a badge, and you can only the door's
So-
locked from the outside, not the inside.
So do they have metal
Mm,
detectors
They
there?
do.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, I heard a story of a school that had
my
metal
God.
detectors, and the kid threw the gun over the fence, went through their metal detectors,
That's-
and then picked
yeah,
it up
there
on
you
the
go.
other side of the fence when he got into the
Mm-hmm.
school grounds.
But I mean, at least something's better than nothing.
I like that they're doing the clear backpacks.
Yeah, and then these freaking kids are so disrespectful.
Awful disrespectful.
Like what up, cuz? I don't have a gun, cuz. Then it's like, bro, grow up, have some morals.
have some respect.
I mean, and I can say it's the parents, but it's not always the parents.
It is senseless crime, Lady in Gold.
You
It
know?
is.
It is very, very much so senseless crime.
But
for
these
sure.
kids these days, they have to prove something to people. They have Instagram with showing guns, and
Mhm.
why don't they why don't they have somebody watching out for that
Yeah.
and red flag that?
Well, I have posted about that incident with all the school shootings and all that
Mhm,
stuff, and
mhm.
somebody had put a comment like they should teach gun safety at school, which I totally agree with him.
Hey,
Not
Serena.
Hi, Serena, not because you want them to know about guns, but what to do if they get caught in a situation like they were put in.
They do drills.
know?
Where my daughter
Mhm.
works, she was telling me they do drills, and like I said, the doors lock on the outside, but not the inside.
Mhm.
But
So that way people
it's
kind of
scary
know.
that you have to do that. Like my husband, he was
Zena, I'm back. All right.
he was a military kid, so he moved all over. And
Mhm.
he said, I remember we had to do tactics for like attacks,
Uh-huh.
for military attacks and stuff. He's like, now it's like you have to do gun stuff. And like you said, we are gun people. We own them. We use
Mhm.
them, but
But not for senseless
not
shit,
for dumb
But
stuff.
what do you guys
for
think about the
protection.
video that they showed on the news when they were like confronting that one kid, but yet they still had that classroom full of kids?
That was
That's
ridiculous.
what, yeah,
Did
that
you
was
see
See
that
that
was
was
poor
dangerous
kid all
for them.
scared? He
I-
was like, oh my
I think that's the one I posted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what if they would have started shooting?
Exactly.
But then they didn't tell the kids to get out of the room till they had the kid on the floor,
Yeah.
right?
Something like that.
Something
And then
in
they're
the
all
background.
go, go,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, get out of here.
See,
Go,
and I
go,
think
go.
that's what,
Like, where did they go?
the-
Do you just run outside? Where do you go?
I guess.
you
But
see, and I think that's another thing why that guy had said, they need to teach gun safety, to have like some type of drill like they have for tornadoes or
Thank you for saying hi, Serena.
hostages. Yes.
yeah, they should have like.
anything like that.
I think they should have got all the kids out before they
Mhm.
confronted that kid. 'Cause what if he would have
Exactly.
started shooting or something?
I know.
Mhm.
that's-
I mean,
And you
Come
have
on.
a grandkid in school.
You're the
that's
best,
scary.
Serena.
Do you talk to her about that?
oh
stuff?
yeah, she knows.
She knows all about that stuff.
How
Hey.
about we tell her about drugs? Don't
That's
take
good.
candy.
Don't eat candy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because drugs can look like Skittles or whatever. If
Yeah.
you want candy, you can have candy when you get home. Don't chew nobody's gum, nothing.
Mhm. You have to embed it in their
Mhm.
head.
Zena put, my kids know what to do if anything happens in an event. Like, it's so sad that we have to talk to our kids about stuff like this. That's true.
Right? It's sad. It's so
Mhm.
sad.
What
It's the
I don't
world we're
agree
living
with
in.
the schools is you can't have your phone. What if there's an emergency? My kid would carry their phone. I care less.
Exactly.
Because what if
at
something like
least a
that
phone.
happened?
Is this the new rule? this
No,
year?
it's been that way.
I don't think you can ever
They'll
have
take
a
your
phone
no, they'll take your
Oh.
phone away and they'll give it to you at the end of the year, or your parent has to pick it up.
because they don't want them like texting
I
and
get
all that
that.
stuff. You
Hey,
know,
Angela. How you
Yeah, I
feel?
mean, I get that too, but kids still do it.
I
And then
mean,
that's why they take away their
exactly.
phones. But
exactly. But
Mhm.
I
mean,
get
they have to be safe too.
Hey, Alvin. And there was
Hi,
a dog
Alvin.
standing between the cop and the security.
Yep.
The kid that endangered
Endangered.
everyone. Yeah, that's
And
true.
and Serena, you're right. You know, parents, they aren't watching their kids enough. You know, because it is some parents' fault. You know, it really is.
Zena put, they're trying to pass a law for no phones in school. I think that's bull because if there's an emergency,
Yes.
our kids better be able to get a hold
Exactly,
of us.
because we're on our way if that shit's gonna be going on. You know
Some
what I
schools
mean?
already have it in place.
Hi, Angela. Yeah, see, my messages are coming in slow.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mine
and some
too.
schools already have it in place.
Mhm.
See, that's bullshit, man.
I agree with the clear backpacks. Like, I think we should do that.
Yeah.
But I think in not letting your kid carry, okay, I had a problem with my daughter. She had asthma and they wouldn't let her carry her inhaler. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to keep it in the nurse's office. And she has an attack. Oh, we'll have a student take her. These kids don't know what to do. I'd let my daughter carry it.
Exactly.
They didn't like it. My kid wasn't going to go to school.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think this all started? Like, how do you think the gun violence and everything? Because it wasn't that bad.
Serena put, they need to worry about guns too. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? They don't have to worry about what?
Like, how did
When
this,
did it happen?
Yeah, like how did it come about? Because I know when we were in school, it wasn't bad like that. I mean,
No, it
everybody
wasn't.
like, what caused all this chaos? I do you think this is what I think?
Video games.
No, I don't only think
No.
no.
I do.
This is where I think it started because parents used to be able to punish their kids, and then
Oh, yeah, they need a good ass whooping. That's what
yeah, and then they made it to the point where if parents hit their kids,
they
oh
need.
well,
that was
you can
child
call
abuse.
that was
Call
child abuse.
911. Yes.
So I think that this is my personal opinion. That's when I think all this shit started, is because parents were scared to discipline their kids because of the law that they were child abusing their kids, when all they're trying to do is just teach them
Discipline them.
discipline. Exactly.
I'll still whip my kids' asses. How Serena?
Exactly. I can
She knows.
see, you know, not to abuse. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, is that little baby Emmanuel.
I didn't hear about
Like,
that.
what the hell? You know what I mean? Why are you out there having freaking kids if you're just gonna
Gonna
abuse them?
People are against abortion.
Yes.
Oh, you're killing them.
You
But wait till
know?
they're about what, 7
This
years
world
old?
is confused.
Oh, don't kill
months.
them, but just kill them by yourself. and
Yeah,
then
let them-
tell them
Yeah.
that somebody took them.
We're living in a fucked up, confused world. Excuse my language, but you know,
Not to bring up religion, but in the Bible, it was very violent too. And they say we're coming to our end times.
oh yeah, they did. They said that.
Well, that's how you
Serena
used
put
to
laugh
get
my
punished.
ass off because she knows I'll beat asses still.
Oh yeah.
There's only one way to punish somebody. That's how it used to be looked at.
Ash-
Yep. It's
Zena
out,
put,
yeah, it's out of control.
this has
Vina.
been happening-
Stone
Mhm.
them to death, or
Yep.
you know, hang them. All kinds
Yep.
of different things. But
Zena-
that was like ultimate punish. You steal, you get your hands cut off.
Mhm.
Yeah. And go ahead, Elaine.
Zena put, this has been happening for a couple of years already and it's out of control. You can't even spank your kids because the school will call CYFD.
And-
The system is so corrupt. You're
Yes,
right.
and then CYFD don't do shit either.
They're the ones
Kids-
killing the kids.
Yes, kids
exactly.
are getting
In their
murdered and the
custody.
foster parents.
Dude, they're staying in over here on Indian school in offices
I
on the
know.
floor.
Mhm.
The other
You
day we
know?
were going by, there was cops over there. And
That's crazy. But remember when the principals used to swat your ass?
I
They were
think-
allowed to do that?
I think I still whip my kids' asses. I think the kids
No,
need their
but
asses whooped.
the principal?
Yeah.
Like somebody else.
My
If you don't
sister-
behave, you're going to go in the office and I'm going to swat your
Mhm.
ass. And I think some did it just because to do it.
Yeah.
My older
some-
sister,
you
she
know?
got her ass whipped by a principal, and so did my dad. And
You know, I mean, and I get it. You know, I get to, disciplining your kids to a certain extent. If they're babies, of course not.
Mm-mm.
But if they're in them teenage mother freaking years,
But
then
it's
they
too
need
late
it.
then. You
We-
got to start since they're
Yeah,
babies,
you
since they're
can.
little. If you spoil them too much, if you
Mhm.
don't show them, like, I regret not showing my kids to like clean more, cook after themselves
Mhm.
than I should have.
I never spanked my kids, but
I
I didn't
spanked
have
mine.
to. I didn't have to spank my kids. I just had to look at them,
Mm,
and they
yeah.
already knew.
Not me. I spanked
Mhm.
my kids.
You know.
They were misbehaving, you would just go.
Yeah, I
when you're
never
at
put my
somebody's
hands.
house and they
Yeah,
knew to-
Zena put for real, then she's like,
yeah. You know.
Well, like boot camp, they don't like physically
Oh, Serena put
discipline
that.
you. It's a mental discipline. They break you down
I have
in
a
order to
nephew who
build
went
you
to
back
one.
up a certain way.
mm-hmm,
And because I mean, we were already like in our teens
mm-hmm.
or preteens, you know, so it's like the only way to stop somebody from those habits, those bad habits, is you got to break them down, break them all the way down,
Mhm.
and then rebuild them a certain way.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
about, programming,
But
teaching
you
them a
gotta
certain
start since they're
way.
little, I think.
Well,
think,
I mean, even if they're adult, that's why I'm saying if you emotionally, verbally break them down to where it's, the core and then
Mhm.
rebuild from the core.
but then they consider that mental abuse.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but you're rebuilding them in a different fashion. You're taking away all the bad habits, the wrong
Mhm.
teachings, the way that you used to learn about things was wrong. And you need to learn
Yeah.
a different way. And the only way for you to learn that and for it to stick is you got to break them down to the core and then just rebuild from there.
Yeah.
You're
Exactly.
at the age where you should be able to mentally handle that and then be
Mhm.
rebuilt in a different fashion. It's not
I
like when you're a
know.
kid, you're still learning.
Yeah. And then drugs has a lot to do with it too.
Mhm.
The drugs that they have out there anymore, it's not like, I don't want to say, all kinds of drugs because I don't want to get flagged, but
Sorry.
the drugs are just making people mental, like it's a hard thing. Like I totally agree with John 100%. I mean, McBabe, when it comes to, like boot camps to give them that discipline, that's like military status stuff to learn, but it's like, some kids are just too far gone. Like was it you crazy that said you need to start them early?
Yep. Zena put, I remember when I was out of control in my teen years, they sent my ass to Desert Hills. That was like
I remember
that
Desert
was
Hills.
like a jail. And
Yeah.
it's true.
And look at you now, girl.
Yeah.
Look at you now. You're such a good mom and everything.
We had to whip her ass.
You
and
know?
check
then
too.
the sad thing is that everybody can't afford to send their kids to military school.
Yeah.
That'd
There's
be
free
nice if they
ones though
just
in
had one.
Roswell.
Huh?
There's a free one in Roswell. My nephew went.
Well,
It's by NIMI,
but I'm just saying
but you can
not
leave whenever
everybody
you
can go
want.
to Roswell, but
Mhm.
But you can leave
And
whenever
it's
you
a
want.
boot camp.
It is.
It's not like a
Nope.
mental institution or
Nope.
anything.
My
well, I'm
cousin
talking
works
about
there.
more like military school.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
See, but if you're in boot camp and you're put in there for discipline, you shouldn't have a right to check yourself out. That's the whole reason
Yeah.
you're there.
Well, it's a
Exactly.
thing like mental hospitals. If you're over
Mhm.
the age of 18 and you get put in there, you could sign yourself right out. You stay in there the 72 hours they put you in,
Mhm.
then you could just walk out free.
But we're talking about kids, younger kids, if they're out of hand, like at 12,
Yeah, they give them
13.
way too much power.
Yeah, exactly. And they're the ones that need to be like at the boot camp.
Right,
and,
right.
and they can't check themselves
Well,
out.
look at the kids that hit that biker going to work.
Yes, I
Like, what are
remember
you
that.
doing
Like
out?
it
Like
was
you're
a joke.
11 years old and
gosh.
13 years old, and what are you doing out at 4:30 in the morning?
Exactly.
That's when I say,
Hitting
where's the
people,
parent?
laughing about it.
Yep, like Alvin's stating here too, since the Columbine shooting. Yeah, that
Two
was
thou-
like
early
major.
2000s, yeah.
That was major, and that's another thing. I forgot all about that. It's, it's just, it's out of hand. And, I don't believe in religion, but I believe in God. And I truly believe that we are coming to the end. We really are,
Zena put, Trump is trying to pass a law that if you go to a mental institution, you can't sign yourself out until you have positive results. That's true.
Oh, that's
See, well, that's a good thing.
yeah.
So that's how it should be.
in
You-
every state.
You
Mhm.
know, that's how it should be. And we're not talking about 48, 72, whatever hours. They need, to be there for a good length
Intense.
of time so
Mhm.
they
Just
can
like
be
People
observed.
that they send to rehab.
Mhm.
Okay. You act up. Okay. You're out of here.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like that. They shouldn't be able to
Yeah.
do that.
Really?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, you did
So,
this and this. Go. You're
you
out.
act out and they just
know,
let you go?
that's probably why people do it.
Mhm.
I mean,
So they can
you're
get out or
sentenced to go
whatever.
to rehab or whatever, but
Hey,
Mhm.
Kathy.
you do something. Oh, you're out of here. Go.
Yes.
Because they don't want to put up with shit
Read
and don't work
Kathy's-
there.
Hello, my beautiful cousin, sending my love. Great topics. Thank you, cousin.
Love
we
you
love
too.
you. We love you very much. But yeah, and it's
It's just
it
getting
is-
crazy. And stalking is nuts.
and restraining orders, you guys.
They don't
Well,
work.
they're worthless.
I have a
Mhm.
friend who got killed having a restraining
They're
order.
worthless. It's like
And the police don't do anything.
Yeah.
Look at the judges, whatever
Mhm.
they
But
said.
the
back
police-
to the stalker guy. I mean, did you see? Well, because I was looking how many times he called this girl. I mean, well, like I said, we experienced it. Maybe not to that extent because we were able to put a stop to it to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
that laughing lane. But crazy, I should say. But
Well, I mean, some people bring the devil out of you.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then they wonder, and it's like, oh, why did you do that or whatever? You're protecting yourself.
Sometimes you gotta play fire with fire.
And I don't wish death upon anybody. Like, that's one thing I don't. But
Mm-mm.
I'm thankful that this person is no longer here because he was a menace to society and he was hurting too many females and threatening their kids and families.
He was a
and,
sick man. He was a sick man. And sometimes when you're obsessed with things and people, that's a sickness. And
Mhm.
it's scary
Oh,
because
he used to send me threatening
You
messages
can't-
too.
you can't sometimes control yourself or
Yeah.
control it. And
He'd be all
people don't take their meds. and-
Yeah. He'd be ready. The wolves are coming to your house. And he'd say my address and everything. And I was
Ooh.
like, bring it, bitch. I'm the leader of the pack. You can
She's
try
The
me.
leader of the
You know?
pack.
Vroom, vroom.
Yeah.
I used to love that song.
But-
I know.
That's why I'm not a cop caller because they all suck. Yeah.
It's serious, Or
Mhm.
they come and they fucking knock at your door. Oh, I'm looking for so and so, and for the stupidest reasons, you should be out knocking
Mhm.
at people's doors that are out there for fucking
Actually
murder
committing.
and committing
Mhm.
these sick ass crimes. But no, they're coming after the ones that they did a little property damage. What the hell? Go after these like this one fool. Luckily he took his own life, but damn, I'm
I
not-
mean, we don't
Do
condone
we
that.
know why? he
yeah,
took-
no.
Do we
He-
know why he did that?
He thought he had
Because
killed her.
He
and they
thought
killed-
he had
Oh,
yeah.
So he thought, well, I'm gonna probably go to. I don't know what he thought.
she said it. She had to play
Yeah.
dead
Yeah.
because if not, he probably would have unalived her. Do you know what I mean?
And then he wasn't even in his car.
he'd rent cars and he'd stake out this house.
Gee.
Remember, McBabe?
Oh yeah, we have him on video in like 8
Oh,
or 9 different
man.
cars.
He always had different, rentals and
We'd roll up on him. We'd know.
yeah.
And not
we know
only-
the cars in our area, and then we'd
Yeah.
see like an oddball car, and it's like,
Mhm.
boom, we knew you. We'd roll up.
And
on
not
you.
only was he doing that to someone we know, he was doing that to coworkers,
Yes.
anybody who was
We
around
had to
her.
keep an eye on the camera 24/7 because we
Mhm.
didn't know what window he was gonna bust next.
Mhm.
And then he was quick.
Mhm.
He was like the Flash.
He was a professional. He's
He
probably
was.
Well, you
did
can
it
tell he's
before
been doing it since
Oh,
a kid.
yeah, he's been a stalker. Like,
and never got caught.
mm-hmm.
Albert put, I used to work for a rehab and it's all about money. For every person walking in the program, get X number of dollars. Oops, X number of dollars. I lost it.
Uh-oh. Let's see. I can check it out right here.
Can you?
Whether they get help or not, I would bring people in and take them out 5 minutes later.
What?
Yeah, it's true. You know what I mean? It's like,
Dang.
it's crazy.
Mhm.
It's crazy, and yeah. And this guy, he stalked for a good year, probably
Yeah.
something like that.
It
We
was a
thought we
long
were
time.
we thought it was never gonna stop, man. but he found somebody else. But just
Sometimes you meet your match and you don't know who you're
Mhm,
stalking, who they're related to, or
exactly.
who they know.
and then threatening your kid, like a
I
poor innocent
know.
little
What if
baby
he would have
girl.
killed a 4-year-old?
Exactly, and it was close to her. What you
Car
call
seat
it?
or whatever?
Yeah, because I think I screenshot like what he was saying.
Why would you take him out, Alvin?
Oops.
Oh, the rehab would get the money. Oh, wow.
Even though they left 5 minutes later?
Dang. They probably charge him for a whole.
Mm-hmm.
See, we should stop that. We should all
See,
get together and
Like
stop that.
he was texting this girl, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. One of you has got
To
to
go.
go. Will always be your baby. Pray.
Oh
In
my
God's
gosh.
hands, no one else can save her. For her, a baby's being born the same time a blank is blank.
That was the little girl he was talking about. Was that a
Mhm.
little girl?
Yeah.
Dang.
He traumatized multiple people before taking his own life. So he must have still been harassing people before he took his own life.
Dang.
And it is disgusting. It says here, it's disgusting. More should have been done to prevent the situation from escalating to this point, which we knew it was going to escalate it because, well, we knew who he was.
But didn't you snap how like they keep talking about everything, but for that they kept it very quiet? Like they haven't really talked about it on the news.
No,
much.
they haven't.
They've
Because
kept it real
it's
hush
bull.
hush. Yeah,
you know?
because it's election time.
It's bull crap. And then you, like I said, you put these restraining orders in for, oh, well, we couldn't find him.
Mhm.
Oh,
He wasn't here
didn't
when I
answer
got
the
here.
door.
Mhm.
Blah, 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 blah. And then when somebody's dead and they're getting sued, and then, well, you should have done something.
Mm-hmm.
Keep looking or something. I mean, weren't they bringing in the National Guard to help us?
Oh, they took him out already. They weren't doing anything but doing
They took him out already?
yeah, they're now in DC.
No,
And they're
but
going to
every
Chicago.
state had their own.
No, they already took him out of
People.
here. They're gone. They didn't even
So-
arm him though. That wasn't fair. They brought him
Alvin,
here without arming him.
you're saying that the rehab would take the money even though they were only in there for a little bit of time? That's like illegal, isn't
Fraud.
it?
That is
Yeah.
fraud. That's very fragile.
Well, I told you, like they go in there and then they misbehave. Okay, you're out of here.
Oh
Go.
my
Yeah.
god.
Because they
Yeah.
still get the money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why our jails are so packed. And that's why they just let people in and out, in and out. And I have that what's that thing I have on there? New Mexico, Bernalillo County,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. It shows you who's been arrested.
Oh,
People
yeah,
are
yeah,
in and out, in and out,
Yeah.
like a revolving door, dude. In and out, in and out.
yeah.
Yep, the client would either be too drunk, high, so they tell me drop them off wherever they wanted to
Oh
go.
my gosh.
my gosh.
That's crazy. That is craziness, man. And then look at that Uber driver. Now that we're talking about that crapola,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Poor
think,
guy.
did we talk about that on the
That was
last
his
podcast?
first day
Yeah.
of Ubering.
Yeah.
That was his first day Ubering.
Yes.
That's
You
so
know?
dangerous.
It's
I'm
so
scared.
scary. And I think that's why a lot of DoorDash people, take somebody with them because we've DoorDashed quite a few times and when the people drop it off, because we see everything.
Mm-hmm.
My house is full of cameras everywhere. And they look and they walk up kind of like timid,
Yeah.
because they're probably like, oh my gosh, am I gonna come to a house that's gonna attack me, or because you
Shoot me
never
or
know?
something?
Would you
Yeah.
remember, Daff, when we would go do door hangers for my husband's company?
Yes.
People were
One
freaked
dude
out.
almost hit me with his truck because I was just
In
we
his
were knocking
driveway.
at his door. Yeah, I was like,
We didn't even knock
insane.
at that.
"Steadfast, bro."
All we were doing was putting a door hanger on his door. Serena put what the heck?
What's ironic about this whole Uber or Lyft or whatever
Mhm.
is we grow up learning not to get into
Yep.
strangers' cars or not to pick
Mhm.
up strangers. So
Mhm.
now in the future, we create
Right.
jobs for strangers picking up strangers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on.
Because you don't know
And
who
there's
you're
been-
Anybody,
picking
I mean,
up.
you can see this coming from a mile
And
away.
there's been other incidents where people have called an Uber driver because they're
Mhm.
drunk. They've gotten
Mhm.
raped. They've locked the child lock on there. And you don't know. You're getting in.
It's just scary, man.
Everyone seems like they try to do the right thing and it just like blows up.
And
that
you're right,
fast.
Serena. What the hell? Like, it's crazy. It's craziness out there anymore.
Why do you think I'm on you guys, Serena?
Right? And that's why I don't like to be, I get anxiety going out of the house anymore.
I really don't, but I do for my kids.
I
Oh,
do for my kids, for
with
myself.
my kids being out there, I get so much anxiety.
everything,
For
you know what I
myself,
mean?
it's just me. But my kids, oh
know?
my god.
And I get all freaked out. And like I tell McBabe all the time, I love being home. I love being in my safety spot. Like
Hmm.
this is where I feel safe because I'm home. And if I ever had to protect us, we're home, But
Yes.
Zena put, whenever me and Lisi go out, we always make sure we stay together. If we
Oh,
Uber,
yeah,
yep, you have to
absolutely.
be because you have to be together. Make sure.
Yeah, that's why I don't worry too much about the
Buddy
girls.
system.
Mhm.
Yeah, is because they're together. If they're on their own, then that's when it kind of scares me. But if they're together,
And what my daughter and her friend, well, her other friend had been
Mhm.
doing was one would stay sober and the other one would drink. They
Yeah.
took turns.
yeah, exactly.
So they could drive. Because it's just, but even though, man, we were going to Colorado, like I was telling you guys, and there was a wrong way driver. I don't know if he
Oh,
was drunk.
That's crazy.
And it was on the freeway in Colorado. And it was crazy because,
Mm-hmm.
we barely missed them. They barely missed
Yeah.
us.
Well, when we were even driving to California, and the freaking semis would tailgate us and everything, huh,
Mhm.
McBabe?
They'd like want to push you out
Oh
of the
yeah,
way.
they love the smell of the trunk.
I guess.
Seriously. They like
They're
want
like,
to,
hey, look at those taillights.
they want to like push you out of the way.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, you guys. It says here, I don't know, that homicides are up 19% from last year in the Duke City. I think it's more than 19%.
And they're saying on the news
Mhm.
it's been down.
That's bullshit.
Zena put, that's why I don't really go out anymore, especially with my kids, because people are stupid nowadays.
Facts, Zena.
She had an incident the other day. Do you remember when that guy was talking crap to your son? Some guy was talking crap to one of her kids, dude.
What?
Yes, and he's a little boy.
Oh, no.
I
Mm-mm.
don't I don't remember exactly what happened, but she was telling us.
Mhm.
I was pissed.
Yeah, that's bull, And then there's so many freaking bullies, and oh my gosh, we could just go on and 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 on. Okay, I'm done.
Well, me and Arya went to
Right.
Walmart one day. So we were parking, and then you know how there's parking on the other side.
Mhm.
So there's these two dudes there, and
The
they
two
were like
dudes?
backing up into the same parking.
Oh,
And then they're like,
oh.
what the, yelling at each other. And then one went out. Well, there was two parkings right by each other, right? So they parked right by each other.
Mhm.
They got out and they were like, oh, F you, blah, blah,
Oh
blah,
my
blah.
God.
And then the guy tells him, you're lucky I'm with my daughter.
Oh my
right, F you
God.
up.
No.
'Cause
Alvin,
I guess he had like his daughter there. And so they took off, and shut
Yeah.
the door. But
least
it's
he had sense.
crazy.
Alvin put, they took over Turquoise Lodge funding. That's why they don't exist. County runs care detox and they get money from the feds, Presbyterian Hospital, to name a few.
Oh my
Dang.
gosh. Yep.
And Presbyterian says they're non for profit.
Yeah, right.
on.
I think, well, I'm not going to say anything about that, but anyway, you know how I feel
Say
about
it.
that. I mean, I really think that our dad would still be here if they took care
Yeah.
of him properly, and they didn't, just because he had a stroke and, they didn't do his echocardiograms like they should have every year.
Mhm.
And they're the doctors, and they should have been following up on him. Just because you get older doesn't mean it's okay to just let a person die,
Mhm.
because
Exactly.
there's a lot of 80, 90-year-olds that are still very healthy and in good
Exactly.
shape.
Moving around.
And just to think because they're 80 or 90 years old, just let them die off. They're already 80. F you. Our dad was 81 and I still miss him, and I don't care, if he was in 80s. That was still our dad,
Mhm.
and I would give anything to have him back. But
Zena put, we went to Dairy Queen and some guy went yelling at the workers and my son said, Jesus. And the guy got in my son's face and said, Jesus is dead. I stood up so quick, ready to knock him the F out.
right?
And
Mm.
Serena put, I keep to myself unless I know you'll know you because I don't want any problems. It's better peaceful.
Exactly. And then Alvin put, that place used to be Matt's, and before that, sobering
I remember
services.
that.
So what is Matt's now?
I
It's
don't
closed down, I think he said. I think he said
Me.
they took it over.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys a funny story.
Oh,
Remember,
gosh.
Duff? We went to Wendy's, and
Oh, my
oldest
gosh,
son was
yeah.
like 2, right?
Mhm.
So you know how 2-year-olds play in the little rope
Listen to
Mhm.
this,
they have
babe.
there. So me and Daph were like looking at the menu and all that, and all
And
of a sudden
Mom.
we heard a,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Mom
what
was
the
with
hell?
us too.
We looked back. Some lady had slapped my son's hand.
Yes, dude.
Oh, I would have
yes.
went off.
And
dude.
she was telling him, "Don't you do that in this." I looked at her
Oh,
like,
my sister went off.
my
Yep. I was
my
all, oh,
God.
great. Shit's going to go down
and
now.
she was an old lady, man.
No
she
way.
was.
She was a big lady
She
and
hit your-
tall.
yeah,
I
that-
remember
She
her.
hit him
She
on
spat-
the hand. Boom.
And then Nathan was like, oh, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, Tracy was like,
Oh, I was
Mm-mm.
livid, man. My mom's like, Tracy, calm down.
They just changed names, Alvin said. That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Someone hitting your kid. Oh my,
Yes.
I went off, girl. Oh my God.
yeah, that's crazy. And I mean, it's not like she abused him, but don't put your hands on my
Still.
kid. Who the hell do you think you are?
Well, one time, I was at a store and this kid kept pulling me and mom, and I was like, stop it. And it wasn't even my kid.
Oh
There's
shit.
the wrong mom and the wrong kid. I was like, I'm so sorry. The lady was like, it's okay. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Like one time, me and my cousin and her daughter's autistic.
Mhm.
And I think I was about 17 at the time. And it was called Pick and Save at the time,
Mhm.
the one on Manal.
Mhm.
And this lady kept staring at her daughter, you know, because she liked to play with strings and, you know, she was just being her.
Mhm.
And this freaking lady kept following us everywhere. And finally, I had to tell her, what the hell are you following us for? Do you have a problem? And her mom, well, I'm not going to mention names.
Yeah.
She still tells me till this day, remember when you stood up for her, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, and then later on, a year later, I ended up having a Down syndrome child, you know? And, you know, it's like, just because you have a disabled kid or autistic or whatever, don't stare.
I know.
Like, who cares? They're humans. They're just a little different, you know?
Exactly.
And so she's all, thank you, Daphne. Thank you for sticking up for me. I was already ready to beat the hell out of her because she was following us through every damn freaking aisle. And I was like, do you like what you see? Like,
What the
yeah,
heck?
she's autistic. Anything else you need to know about her? Like, people are so, not all people, but
Most. Just kidding.
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Alvin put St. Martin, Good Shepherd, Health Care for the homeless all get the same funding. But do they help people? I've heard they do. They do like dentistry. They do like health, not mental health, but like,
Mhm.
you know, health services.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
And what did
let's
Zena
see.
put? I lost it.
It says, I feel like someone is following us in the store. I'll tell them off, right? It's like, why are you following me? You know?
Yeah,
Probably
but what if they're
security.
just going in the same place?
Yeah. Like we went to Buffalo Thunder one time, and Brittany, it was a little bit after Nathan passed. I think you were there too. Remember, it was us, Robbie, Candace, and we went to Buffalo Thunder, and Brittany was in the hot tub, and all the kids were just staring at
when we
her.
went swimming and
Yeah,
stuff.
and she's like, "What the f you looking at?"
Mhm.
And
Brittany
I was
did?
like, "Yes, because she knows.
She knows people stare at her.
Yeah, and she gets pissed, bro. And she even knows when she sees Down syndromes, and then she'll
Yeah.
want to go talk to them, and then she'll be my
Mhm.
friend, my friend.
Mhm.
Well, one time we were at the rodeo and I was like, this Down syndrome kid was underneath me, like, you know, on the things, kept looking at me and giving me dirty looks. And I'd smile and she'd give me dirty looks. And I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't help but look. She kept looking at me and I was like,
That's
trying to like
funny.
look, but I couldn't help it. So I just smile and
Yeah,
I was like, what the heck? This kid's going to beat me up.
you're like, what's going on?
Like
this
with Britt,
picture?"
remember?
Yeah. When she was all pissed, you're all, bro, she can F me
She
up.
was
I'm all,
like, can I say
"No."
the story or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
She was like, I had just met them and she was like, let's go to the store with me and Elaine. And she was like, okay. She went to her room, she started yelling and going off, dude. I was like, oh my gosh, is
Mhm.
Britt going to come out here and beat my butt?
Yeah,
She
and
was pissed.
she didn't want to go, but because she
No.
always loved to be with my dad.
Yeah.
You know, she never wanted
Yeah.
to leave my dad. It
She got
was-
better though.
now.
going,
Yeah. Yeah, she's gotten a lot better. So that's, you know, and then now that he's not here, you know, it's like it's hard
He's here.
because all she does is listen to the songs, and you know, she's up there and, you know, jamming his jams that he
Oh,
used
yeah,
to love
look.
for us to sing, and you know, we're
Yeah.
all Bubby.
Bobby.
What the hell, Bobby?
Yeah,
I
that's
go up
what
there
was
and
done.
talk to him before. So today I went and talked to Britt, sat up there for
Yeah.
a bit and sat in his spot.
And did you see there's still tissues by his spot?
And I'm like, okay, break a
They're just
leg.
not his tissues.
I know.
These kids, I tell you, it's like I clean and clean and clean, but when
I
you
thought
have
the
little
dogs
ones,
had
it's
got
like
that hold of the
no.
tissue.
You know the kids. They're they're kids.
Yeah.
They do. You know.
Your house is
Yeah.
lived in. It's
That's what
not
I
a-
say. My house isn't a model home; it's a
Mm-mm.
home, and that's
Mhm.
just the way it is.
Mhm.
Period.
Yes, Zena. Just kidding.
Period. End.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you have to. Mostly when it comes to your kids, you need to defend them. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's just I don't know. This world is just
My
Well, look at-
goddaughter Zena. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Her son's autistic and he is sometimes hard to handle. He is a lot, but he'll line all his toys up and she'll be like, put them all back.
Mhm.
And but wait, Mama, let me show you. And he just
Mhm.
wants to show everybody all his
Mhm.
toys. And he's just excited to do it.
yeah, and it's not his fault. That's just who
And
he
then she
is.
put, bro, I have OCD. Yes, you do. Laugh your butt out. Yeah, you do.
That's so funny.
That girl's behind her kids picking up right after they throw
Yeah.
them. Let me tell you.
She's a good mama.
What were you gonna say, Trey?
Oh,
Jeeps.
like people that are rude when you go somewhere. Like yesterday, I went to Walgreens to pick up a prescription.
Oh shit.
So they gave me the wrong prescription, and I shouldn't have paid anything, but they were
Dang.
charging me $22. I paid it, not even thinking about it. And then I thought, what are you charging me $22 for? So she told me the prescription. I go, no, I don't pay those. And she goes, well, that's what it says. And I said, I know, but I pick these up every month, and it's free. no
I've never had a
co-payment."
payment. Yeah.
She goes, I don't know. It went through your insurance. And I said, okay, well, just give me my money back. Oh, okay. So she's over here trying to put it back. Oh, our computers went down. And I was like, okay, so what now? She goes, I guess you'll have to come back tomorrow. We close at 6. And I was like, no, I'm not coming back tomorrow. You
We
need to
speak to your
refund my card
pharmacist.
now.
Yeah.
She goes, well, you didn't pay cash. You paid with your card and our computers are down. And I said, okay, well,
I'll wait.
I'm not leaving. Well, we close at 6. I said, well, I guess you'll be working till after 6. Call the
Mhm.
manager. So she called the main
Mhm.
manager of Walgreens. He was another stupid one. The
Oh, yeah.
computers are down. It's going to be a minute. I said, okay, well, I'll just stand here till the computers go up till you can refund my card. So there was a line, and the other girl's like, well, reboot your computer. No, I'm not rebooting it. So she stood there, and then
She
she
was
gave
being a
me,
Bia.
she looked at me, and then she's all, I thought, don't
Ooh.
give me a dirty look. And she
Oh.
thought, I didn't give you a dirty look. I go, yes, you did.
Oh.
Don't give me a dirty look. And I stood there.
I'm glad you told her.
She goes,
Good.
oh, okay, it went through. I said, well, give me my copy that, you send it back to my card. Oh, I can't. This is for us. I said, okay, well, I'm going to stand here till I see it went back into my.
Right?
Good.
So I stood there till it went
Mhm.
back. And
Good.
by
Because
Well, that's
that
like
time, it was
being-
like 6:20.
Yeah, that's like being in a freaking restaurant and they're closed, but you barely get your food. Well, you're gonna have to just wait your happy ass till I'm done eating.
And not even that, there was a long line right outside. And right when it turned 6, the car drove up. She goes, sorry, we're closed. And put
yeah,
that
that's
little-
they do
messed
that. They do
up.
that.
I was like, what the
I'm not
hell,
a big fan of
Bobby?
Walgreens anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
I
they
don't
suck.
use Walgreens anymore. I was like,
I will
no,
not
not
be using
anymore.
them
change.
anymore.
I gotta change
I mean,
mine.
I can see to a certain extent, like I don't even know, I mean, because
Mhm.
you have to stop them eventually because they'll keep coming.
Yeah.
So I mean, there is a point, but at least finish up with the cards
you
that you
should,
have, maybe.
You should look in the mirror because you could see,
Yeah,
and see
they have that
what
big old
cars there
mirror.
like
Mhm.
at 5 till 6.
And maybe send someone out to say sorry, we're
Yeah,
closed.
I was gonna say that, but then it's like then somebody they probably get
Yeah,
shot or something,
exactly.
because I was gonna.
That's a no-win situation, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, but I was like, no, because then they'll be
Mm-mm.
like, what? F you.
Yeah, yeah. You
Pew,
can't
pew,
say nothing.
pew.
You say pew pew pew, douche douche douche.
It's scary, you
Mhm.
guys.
It is.
And here we go again. Talking about
crazy.
safety and everything, and it's scary, you guys. So I'm just gonna bring this up one more time before we close off. Be safe. Watch your back. If a car cuts you off, let them. If they tell you the F word, let them. If they want to hate on you, let them.
I have a shirt that says that. I want to
Yeah.
get
keep yourself safe. Don't get yourself in a predicament that you can lose your life over, because it's not worth it. There's tons of people that cut us off, honk at us, and we just stay looking straight like we never see them. So just everybody stay safe out there. And, we love you guys and we want what's best for everybody. And I'm going to go ahead and let these two Jeeps and Crazy end the show.
Can I mention our American Legion benefit?
Yes, you absolutely can.
The American Legion Post 13, along with the American Legion Post 13 and families, along with Desert Sage Heating and Cooling, Coyote Protective Services, Pop Smoke, and other local businesses are getting together. There'll be bands there. Samuel D, Panhandlers, Rio Grande Express, Los Hermanos, and more. Things you could donate. This is for a Rio Doso flood benefit. Toiletries, bottles of water, baby formula, wipes, soap, deodorant, tampons, pads, hand sanitizer, tissue, etc. Things that will help them because they're displaced and they keep getting rain. So if you guys want to come out and join us September 6th from 10 a.m. to 4, there'll be fun, food, live music, and it's sponsored by all of us local businesses. Come and support Rio Doso. Donate. We're not really asking for cash. We kind of just want stuff we could
just
take out there for them.
Like,
right.
We'd
like to just take stuff out there for them to help them out while they're displaced.
Non-perishable items. Besides the water, right?
Yeah, like, like personal hygiene stuff, toothpaste, stuff like that.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
And we'd like to thank Desert Sage Heating and Cooling, our sponsor, for call them for all your heating and cooling needs. 505-537-0291.
And don't forget to turn the page and call Desert Sage.
Call us.
You were supposed to say that.
She didn't know.
Turn the page and call Desert Sage and they will hook you up. And
we know you love our show.
Yes.
We know you love our show.
But it's time for us to go.
We hope you have an amazing evening. Thank
you all.
We will see you on Wednesday. Maybe you'll see me. It depends on how my sunburn's looking. But
hopefully, because man, I gotta get out of the spotlight.
No, she's good. Everyone tell her she's good. She's got this.
But you all take care, and we love you all. Thank you all for your support, your follows, your likes, your comments, everything.
Thank you, everybody who stayed with us the whole time we were on.
Yes.
Your support means everything to us.
Absolutely.
We'll see you Wednesday.
You all take care.
Bye. Bye.